What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more punk rock, and we're back with a reaction to a band I have not yet reacted to, which is to say the Circle Jerks. And I want to apologize, I was talking about Bad Religion in one of the reactions I did to one of their songs, and I mentioned that Brian Baker, I would say like, oh, I think he's in Minor Threat. I'm not sure. Someone's like, yeah, definitely he was in Minor Threat. But I think at the time I was like, oh, and Brian Baker was also in Circle Jerks. I had that wrong. Greg Hetson, who was in Bad Religion for part of their history, is the person who was also in Circle Jerks. So sorry for slightly misstating that in an earlier video. But like I said, we're going to listen to some punk rock vinyl, in fact. This actually came out 2022. It's a remaster and a reissue of Wild in the Streets. And I believe one of these people on the front, I think is actually Mike Ness of Social D. I'm not sure exactly. I think maybe my guy over here. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a really cool reissue and remaster for a number of reasons. One, there's like this essentially written documentary about the band. It's like super like detailed, like lots of pictures. There's like a written like narrative. There's whatchamacallit, an explanation of like where this repress came from and so on. But honestly, it's so extensive. Like I can't even spend too much time getting into it because you really just have to see it on your own and go through it line by line. We're going to listen to a tune called Stars and Stripes. Oh, and before we get to the actual tune, we have all the lyrics here. We have the inner sleeve. You gotta love a record with a like really dope outer sleeve and inner sleeve. So yeah, and as well as putting art all over the inner sleeve. But not only that, it's a colored vinyl. I'll admit the particular color scheme is a bit odd. It's like a like a Neapolitan ice cream that went bad maybe. But nevertheless, I do appreciate the the extra mile, the attention to detail, and using not only really cool inner sleeve and outer sleeve art and so on, but actually making it a colored vinyl. So like I said, we're going to listen to a tune called Stars and Stripes. This is the third one on this side, so let me just get this going. And as far as I can tell, this song is about, generations before any of us are born, sort of locking human societies, and in modern centuries that means nation states, into the same like short-sighted and ultimately damaging and problematized decision-making that leads to the same violence and the same destruction. And then as we get farther along in technological development and industrial understanding, and the level of weapons that are used by large-scale entities like states begin to become increasingly destructive, including now in the last century or so, nuclear capacities, we could basically wipe ourselves out, destroy everything. And so basically I think the song is sort of lashing out at, leaders for generations and older generations for sort of locking humanity and the earth into this destructive cycle that increasingly imperils everything, including all humans. So that's sort of my take on this. Let me know if you have a different one. As I said, all like interpretations are welcome here on Acid Techno Street, which, if you didn't know, is just what I call my little music area because I am an acid techno DJ. I don't think you can see it. There's actually a sign that says that up there. Nevertheless, here we go. This is Stars and Stripes by Circle Jerks on their album Wild in the Streets.
What they did, past the present, got us in this situation. I think I'm in, nowhere to run. Everybody's building blocks. No more housewife days or college television. If you ain't nothing else,
yeah, all of our little entertainments and distractions, they're gonna go away too.
President's knocking it down. An epileptic called the colonel. Press the button, it's all knocked down. No more housewife days or college television. If you ain't nothing else,
I love that just gritty 80s sound, man. Love the tempo shift.
you're not gonna die, and you voted for that guy. Son, modern technology. keep your grave. You're up Moscow and DC, but you never gave. No more housewives, days of our lives, television, Disneyland, basketball,
No more Housewives, Days of Our Lives, Disneyland. I love the particular suite, which is in a way like an implicit cultural criticism. Amazing. I love it. Again, I haven't listened to these guys' material as much over the years, but when this reissue came out, I was very happy to get it because I felt like, you know what, I need to like go back and brush up my knowledge and experience with the Circle Jerks catalog. So this is the first of several Circle Jerks reactions, I assure you. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this album. I think their album before this is like more highly regarded. I know it's like crazy short. It's like 15 songs, but it's like, I don't even know if it's like 15 minutes long. It's something like, 14 and a half minutes or something like that. It's like just a crazy like assault of like early 80s hardcore sound. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's another song you'd like to hear on this album in particular. I'm excited to listen to a couple more. I really get excited about the vinyl, punk rock vinyl I have. I used to have a lot more of it. I used to have so many Bad Religion records on vinyl, but again, as I mentioned in some other videos, a few years ago I needed to raise some money just to, pay for some extra expenses that weren't, initially expected. And so ultimately I had to sell some hip-hop vinyl. I sold some punk rock vinyl, so it's unfortunate. But I do still have, like, when I sold that punk rock vinyl, I kept all the inserts. You can't really see it here, but I have all the like Bad Religion inserts from Suffer and No Control and Against the Grain and so on. So like I said, I'm trying to build up my punk rock vinyl collection again. So again, I'd be really happy if anyone has another request for this particular album. But really do let me know if you have any other songs you'd like to hear. Again, any of the bands behind me, if go through my Discogs collection, it's publicly visible. Mr. Tom Servo is my name on Discogs. I have it linked here on my channel. Just go to the top corner of the front page, and one of the icons that looks like a record is my collection. The other icon that looks like a record is my reviews. I review lots of things, not just techno, which is most of my reviews on Discogs, but punk rock, hip-hop, classical music, you name it. So, please do let me know if you have another request. I appreciate the people listening and watching. I really do. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Peace.